Whew. What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Uh, what do we got to the top of the hour? We got about 3 minutes. I mean, man, it's so hard not to be kind of short bias here, guys. With the top of the hour, pop in here. We're underneath that previous day high. So here, I think if we just look for the previous day high hold, we should be good for a short. If I didn't have to worry about the wick, this would be a fairly cheap trade. And what you would do is use that previous day high as your stop loss. So you can just be in this for a few points, possibly. You still got a minute, 20 seconds before the top of the hour. And usually, top of the hour is the best time to take trades in the evening time. But we also have a lot of consolidation. I think if we get through that consolidation, I don't think there's anything really holding us up from a nice sell this evening. We'll see what happens here, like 5 or 10 seconds before we open here, and see if we can get in for a cheap trade. So basically, what it is, if it basically recovers that previous day high, we're probably moving back up. 30 seconds left. Dude, what the heck? Oh, what kind of weird crap was that? Now, this could retest that 90 area anytime we hit these hold numbers possible. So just be aware of that. Hmm. What's up, man? MEQ trade 24/7? Nah, we just do a few hours at night and a few hours in the morning. All right. Runner got stopped out there. Mm, may get stopped out here. I don't really. What is MEQ? Micros. Um, it's kind of iffy on this gold trade. I don't know if I want to shut this down or not. I think I will. I just hate that we're at the top of the hour here. We missed our freaking. All right, got stopped out on that one. This thing still could rip up. I didn't like it because it was at the top of the hour. All right, let me. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying if that goes to our target here. All right, sorry about that. I wasn't paying attention to NQ and I forgot to re-enter over here on this next long. So, like I said, we were short bias under that previous day high, previous day close. Really good levels to take trades off of. So, really nice levels. We're just kind of being patient and wait. Watch this thing end up ripping because we didn't hold it. You're supposed to have a stop loss of 15 points on that, but like I said, that happened at the top of the hour, so it's really hard to hold on to that. So gold's on the left and NQ's on the right, guys. So that would have had to get back to 84. 84 would have been the. It looks like it's about to get there. The second gold trade tonight that we have not done right tonight. Did anybody take the short at the opening? Like I said, usually the opening offers like a nice little short entry. We did have a nice little push down as we broke below that previous day high and current mid. So I'm still looking for a short, but we're just kind of waiting on the next 5-minute candle to see what it offers. I feel like we got a long ways down, man. I feel like if we break the 50s, there's just nothing holding us up from just having a dump all the way to 480s. You got a huge gap fill in all the way down at the 500s. So. Oh, goodness. Thank you for the follow, Felix. Yeah, see, this is going to create another ledge to here on the 5 minutes. Thank you for the subscribe, man. All right, finally got our new 5-minute candle here on the ES. I mean the NQ. So let's see what kind of pullback we get and see if we can find an entry. So you kind of want this to create another ledge. So you got a ledge there, your first ledge here. Man, look at this thing end up paying. And so now we're looking for the next ledge here. Oh my God, this thing ended up working. I feel so. That's so effing annoying. 50% is going to be back up there around that 585. So that's kind of where you'd want to see a pullback here. Wow, we done missed out on 2 gold trades tonight, guys. We missed out on that first one and we missed out on this one. So missed on both golds tonight. And this will be the third. This should be the third possible gold setup, and I should already have 2 wins. What's up, X? Have a good work. I don't want to get faked out by this push down. I feel like we still need that 50% pullback. And that's back to 85. So don't want to jump in too early here. Mm. See, this is going to be the second hit. I don't know, man. Maybe we just put gold away for the night and start tomorrow. We have not done a good job with the gold trades tonight. That's the only thing about gold, guys. If you mess with it, it'll just end up wrecking your, not wrecking you, but you'll end up just getting stopped out. So here comes that 50% pullback here. We are on the NQ. And that's kind of what we're waiting on to see here. And that'll make your next ledge. Like I said, 50% is sitting up there around that previous day high. I think I'm just going to do away with gold for this evening. We'll start fresh tomorrow with gold. What's up, Raul? How are you doing? How was your trading session today? I don't know if I'm going to put a limit order. We're going to wait to see what kind of reaction we get up there. I mean, it would be a cheap trade because if you reclaim that previous day high, your entry should be no good anyway. So you could really take a cheap trade up here around that 85 to 90 because if it reclaims that, we're probably moving higher anyway. So there's nothing wrong with it, but like I said, I wouldn't risk no more than 5 points on it. That's at the 50% pullback and it's at the previous day high. I may try to do a backdoor trade on it where I'll wait for it to push up and drop a backdoor entry. Just in case it does blast that level, just to be on the safe side. All right, there's the 85. Let's see if that's going to hold or not. Nice reaction off the 85. Remember, if this comes back up here and breaks that 90 level, it's no longer a valid trade for me. So nice quick 5 points. Or if you took it to 85, I'd be at break even already, because you can always get you a better entry if it pushes back up here. But hopefully that area will hold and we'll get another push down here. Ooh, I thought that would be a little bit more instant. Maybe I should have took the 85 with you there. I'm gonna watch gold just in case. Dude, why didn't I hold my gold trade, guys? Come on. I gotta do better tomorrow night. You said 1540 has to break the last night? We did get nice reaction off that 85 level. We backed up into a lot of a lot of support. Break the 310 liquidity. So, like I said, if we break that previous day high, our bias is going to change, guys. Because a lot of times, if we break back above the previous day high after pushing below it like 40, 50 points, we continue a lot higher. So, I'm going to put this right here just so it doesn't wick me out. But like I said, if we break that 90 level, we'll have to close our trade. There's another retest of the current mid. That was also the current day mid there, also at the 89.90. So a really good, nice resistance in that level up here. All right. Beautiful. All right, now we got the runner left here, guys. And so now if the runner basically comes back up here and breaks that previous day high, we'll just be stopped out and running. Yeah, H, this is the Aegis session. A little bit on the slow side, but we can find some trades in here. You just got to be patient and wait on them. Right now, we're kind of trading off this previous day high, previous day close. It is paying some nice points. So right now, you're getting about 10, 15 points off of those levels from the previous day close and open. And I will change over to long bias if we go back up here and push above 90. But I would like to see us continue pushing down. Maybe if we get through those 40s and 50s, there is nothing below that holding us up, man. So this thing could just be selling. I just don't know if it's going to come back up here and wick me out in the sell. A lot of times that's what happens. So I'm not really sure what you mean by the let's check now if it breaks the 5750. Well, did you at least get off the 85 or 90? I mean, that was really the ideal entry, the 85-90 level. Now, I'm not trading minis. I mean, minis is, kind of at your own risk there. You went 75. How many points are you looking for? Yeah, like I said, any trade that you're in is I wouldn't hold it if we pop back above that previous day high. So I was short from around there in the 80s and I added when it pushed back up. And so that's how I got my average up to 86. So right now I'm short from 86, which is right above that previous day close. Like I said, we did a crappy job with gold tonight. So sorry about that. I had to send a text. Mm. I know. That's what I was kind of hoping, man. If we can break that 50 level, we should get a nice rundown. That's pretty wild that you said you're in this for 7 minis. You do 7 minis sometimes. Oh, you got to be trading some big accounts. Oh, minutes. Oh, I kept mistaking the minutes for minis. Okay. Woo. It's like putting on the big boys. Shoot. Hey, everybody's in charge of their own risk management. So that's the only difference between my trades and most people. A lot of times people are going in with minis, man. I'm going in most of the time with micros. You trade 5. That's not bad. I'll use 5 on my eval sometimes. But funded strictly um micros. I did a copy trade today. Um I put the trade on a little short today for anybody. I'm gonna try to start making short videos for all the opening trades every day because they're a little bit different every day. We copy traded 3 fundas this morning, so we made about $100 on each one of them. Let's see, might have to close this one because some reason I can't go over that. But with the fundeds, so we're sitting at 52,748. So we got to get to 53,600 for another payout with that account. This, if I get to pay out again with this account, that'll be the 3rd payout with that one account. So we've been doing really good with that account. This one, I still need another 800, right under what, $740 for a $1,000 payout. That'll be the first one, that account. It seems like lately I've been stuck here around the 800s. I've yet to get this thing over the 900 level. Like, it seems like every time I get to the 26,800s, I end up losing the very next day. That 25K, we still need roughly $1,600. So we still got a ways to go with that account. So, and those are basically the 3 fundeds that we're just working on at the moment. I have 5 or 6 fundeds with Bulanox, but you're only allowed to trade 3 of them at a time. So, but we only do, like I said, we only do our funded accounts during the New York session. I do, but I don't talk about them no more since I don't really have an affiliate code, so I don't advertise them no more. Maybe one day they'll give me my affiliate code back. I guess because I didn't really have any sales last year, so they took my affiliate code. Yeah, we're used to playing with the micros. I would never copy 20 accounts, man. I don't have the boys to do that or the funds. That would take a lot of money. You got to think 20 accounts. I mean, that's like $2,000. So that's quite a bit. Even with my Bewleys, if you go 140 times 3, that's still what, $420 that you're risking, which I'm not really risking because I'm only risking 20 points. Didn't really want to see that 5-minute doji candle, guys. That's really not a good candle to see if you're short. So, what about IKEA? I don't know what that is. Ike, Ike. Is that the streamer Ike? Like I said, once that doji candle pops up, we're probably a runner's gonna get stopped out here. I don't guess I know what that is. I'd have to look that up. Like I said, if we break that previous day high, guys. Oh, IKEA. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't really follow a lot of stocks, so I don't really know much about those. I only do the futures market. That was pretty dirty to kind of push back up there and run those stops above that previous day high. That was kind of dirty. Possible pull back up to 600s here. So just be aware of that if you're still holding your trade. Dude, as soon as we created that doji candle, we popped. What's up, Hoodie? Thank you for the coffee. You still got a minute 40 seconds on this candle. Like I said, I'm not really a big fan of the longs unless we get back above the 610s. There's a pivot sitting at 608. So this could just be kind of a pullback to retest the 600s for us to sell back down. So this could just be like a liquidity drop grab. Had a decent day, 4K loss, 2K still, and 2K profit still. Nice. That's some pretty big profits, man. And what's crazy is sometimes I even like to take the longs on this one. I don't know. We'll wait and see. I mean, you might be able to squeeze 5 points out of this. And it could be a cheap trade. So we'll just wait for this next candle to print and see if the previous day high and close can hold up. Since we did kind of break this high. 4 minis. Yeah, that's pretty wild. We got to like 80 bucks. I think we can risk. We're already up like 80, 90 bucks on this trade. So we got to, 60 something. So we do have a little profit we can risk here. And this is also a nice little 5-minute break of structure too on the 5 minutes. 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left. See if it retests the 90. You want to see this area hold at the 90 level. See if we can get a cheap trade if we decided to enter to take this up here. So line in the sand will just be that 90 level. So we only have to risk 4 points on this trade. This way, if it doesn't go, we're only out like 30 bucks or something. Cheap trade this was. So now I'm not sure if this is going to get above 605s to 600 here. I mean, you can almost go to break even. Oh, you didn't close your trade. All right, there's the first target. So that's pretty normal to hit that 600. Like I said, I don't know if we get above the 600s here. I think this almost could be a fake out for us to dump back down if we can push up and bounce off the 605 and come back through this previous day high. We got the 605 marked out here, so I feel like 605 is possible to target here. So what we'll do is below the previous day high, we're short, and above it, we're long. So this was a nice entry, 5-minute full candle printed, wick back into the previous day high, then just try to get long as soon as we bounced off the previous day high. And we're only looking for 5 points. We're looking for 5 points in a runner at this time of the night because it seems like 5 points is the easiest to get at this time of the night. And this way you can still have a free trade to hold on your runner and just use the runner as your stop out. Yeah, like I said, I don't know if we get through the 605 here. Did you take any profit off that 75 short that you were in a while ago? Or did it come back and stop you out? $5, nice. Yeah, 5 points in a runner seems like the safe bet at this time of the night. That's what I usually look for at this time of the night. 5 points in runners. Oh, on one mini? Oh crap, man. That's if I was you, if you're willing to risk mini, you should just do 10 freaking micros and just look for $90 in a runner. I mean, if you feel comfortable putting the mini on. Oh, that's what you did? Okay. Yeah, that would be. Man, you got to be careful when trading 10 micros, though, because it just takes that one trade to get you in the wrong, going the wrong direction, and you can just get effed. And it's so hard to get your money back when you lose. I hate getting down in the nighttime because if you get down at nighttime, it's almost like it's best just to turn your account off because it's so hard to get your money back. What do we got? We're about to have a new 5 minute candle here, so we can see what happens with this 5 minutes. You just use it. Now, I would feel comfortable doing that maybe during the New York session for the 5 points, but man, I don't know if I can do it in this time. Just trying to be right below that previous day high for my stop loss here. We're about to have a new 5 minute candle. Unfortunately, we're creating another little doji candle. So it's almost like, does this thing start pushing back down? We would have to risk 10 points to be a break even trade at the moment. What's up, Joseph? How are you doing tonight? You're going short. I do like the shorts back below the previous day high. If we can get back below the previous day high, we will be probably all in short with you. Ugh. We had a nice short here at the opening, guys. I don't know if anybody traded the opening, the Tokyo opening here at 7 o'clock. We took that short too. That's when we opened and we got this really nice push down at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock. So, and it was a cheap trade too because you can use that previous day high as your resistance. Then we got another push up for the previous day high, previous day close. Yeah, same here. I'm a switch my bias back over to short too if we start losing that previous day high, current mid. So as long as the 90 holds, we'll stay in the long. But like I said, as soon as we start losing that 90s, we'll change our bias. I have to trade Asia small and on an eval. I don't ever do Asia with a funded account. Um, I don't think I've got to the point where I feel comfortable trading this with a funded. Maybe one day. Uh, we're on the MNQ, so we're trading micros of the NQ. Correct. Today was pretty tough, man. We had some pretty whipsawy price action. It looks like we're trying to lose this level, and we got a minute 40 seconds left on this candle. I tried to put it right below the current session mid because we had a wick there, so I wasn't sure if this wick would give us a bounce. So that's why we moved it down to the 87. So we have one, well, it was very tough this morning. What was making it tough was those 50-point whips. Like we had at least 3 or 4 whips today that just probably wrecked people. Like it was insane the whips that we had this morning. Like it was, we had multiple trades. So we got about 40 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. What's the 1 hour? Oh, dude, if you already made 566, man, I'd be putting my stuff away. Just be chilling for the rest of the night. Long at the top. We're on Ninja Trader. I don't know how many times this level is going to hold, guys. I mean, we've already pushed it once. So looks like our runner's about to get stopped out. What's that? Yeah, you kind of need this area to hold. I don't know if this is just going to be a ledge because, we didn't make a lower here. So it's almost like, is this just a 50% pullback for us to go higher? But I know we didn't quite make up to the 605. We did hit off the 600, and that was kind of that next line up where if we can't break back above 600, usually we get like a decent little pullback. It still looks like a bull flag, kind of what you're saying here. Man, gold put another ledge in. All right, so we're creating a little bull flag here. Let's just wait and see what happens with this next 5 minute candle. Usually we're looking for like 5 points in a runner, so 20 ticks in a runner. On gold, we look for 50 ticks. Come on. I like to see us pull back and find that support, then lose this level here, the previous day close. It still would be even a cheap trade if you took this at 85, possibly. But I don't know if this is just going to be the leg for the bull flag to break back out the top. That's the only thing. Woo. Very tempting. I just don't know if that's going to be a fake out, man. It's so hard to take that. Yeah, maybe like a few $100s a month. I don't really, I don't make enough to like pay the bills or none of that stuff just because I'm a small YouTube channel. Most of the YouTubers that are like, 10 to 20,000, they're the ones that are probably making the good money from affiliates. But I also work for My Funded Futures also. I stream for My Funded Futures every day also from 11:30 to 12:30 also. And I do that with a Methodical Man. Like I said, I really wasn't sure about this one. I didn't know if this was just going to be another ledge for us to move higher. That's why I didn't really want to take the short. I just wasn't sure. So we're just trying to be patient and wait so I don't get trapped in a trade. I mean, this looks like a nice little bull flag breakout. And this could just be another 50% pullback for another ledge. So this would be your low. This would be a ledge. This would be a ledge. What time is it? 5 more minutes. So more likely here at the top of the hour, we should get a little pop here, guys. Being the top of the hour. I thought we were going to get continuation above there. What do we got? 3 seconds for a new 5 minute candle. 85 will be my line in the sand, guys. If we start losing at 85, we'll close this trade. I won't hold this to the 82. So we'll just take a loss for $30 if it pulls back to the 85s and loses the 85, 86 area. We don't I try to stay away from holding trades at nighttime. That's got me in trouble a few times from doing that. Yeah, I was trying this bull flag break. I didn't know if this just be our next leg down because it keeps making ledges. So like this would be your low. This would be another leg, pull back 50%. Then this would be another leg, pull back. But I know we're not going to be right every single time. So there's no such thing as a right every single time in trading. You gotta take the losses with the wins. You just gotta manage your losses. I'm hoping that we get a little pump here at the top of the hour, just in the other direction, straight up. We got 3 minutes. What did the grape say when we stepped on it? I have no idea. I don't know a lot about the riddles. I'm not really sure what the difference is between the CFDs, dirty, and futures. Just let out the wine. Let's see here. This is kind of scary here at the top of the hour, guys. I'm not going to lie. The top of the hour trades are always kind of don't know what you're going to get. So this is going to be what the start. Let's see what time it is. 9 o'clock. So you still got one more hour left before the 4-hour candle. Yeah, ultrasound. I remember you. The Maine? I don't know. Minnesota. Okay. I guess I've never heard that. What's up, Bobo? How are you doing? All right, we're about to have a new hourly candle here. Who's going to win the battle here? Are we going to wig down like a crazy wick? So this could be insane wick here on this new hourly candle, or we could just wick up real quick and hit those O5s. That O5 is actually the target to the top side and a pivot sitting at the O8. So Minnesota. And 85 will be my line in the sand here, guys. So if we lose 85, we'll just close the trade. I hate that we're going to sit here and consolidate leading up to the top of the hour because this thing can go either way at the top of the hour here. It's twitching on me. This thing can just go down there, not even give me time to shut it down and just blast my level here at the top of the hour. 10 seconds left, 10 seconds. So be aware that we're at the top of the hour. Shoot. Looks like the shorts may get it here. Oh, didn't even have. Shoot. I'm trying to give 85 one more chance to hold. We're in this for 60 bucks. So if we lose the trade, it'll be out 60 bucks. It looks like we're about to lose the 85 here. All right. Lost 60 bucks. Blah. Yeah, I didn't know which way we were going to go at the top of the hour there. You thinking we dump hard now since it's a new hourly candle? That's the Tokyo opening? I thought the Tokyo opening happened at 8 o'clock. So that's the Tokyo opening then? Mm. So you were going to get a $2,500 payout? No, we only end up with $1,000 payout, so we didn't get the whole. We didn't get the whole 2,000. Unfortunately. And I blew my Lucif account. That was the other $500 that I needed to make $500 to give me my 2,500. So the 1,500 didn't work out, but we did get the 1,000. So unfortunately. But we're back to working on to get a $2,000 payout, hopefully in the next week or two. That's kind of what we're working on now. I've been trying to stay away from Sundays, man. Sundays are insane. Yeah, so that's what happened with the possible $2,500 payout there, dose. So I ended up blowing my elusive 2 or 3 weeks ago, the one that I needed to get the, because I was only like $450 away from a $500 payout. And the 25K, I still have got it, but I hit a rough patch back in March during rollover week. Rollover week was very tough. Uh, we are still kind of on a grind with it. We're up 26,862, so we still need to make another $750. So hopefully that'll be the next one. Oh yeah, dude, I got rollover week was so freaking tough, man. Like it was just insane. It was rollover week. It was APEC week and the FOMC meeting. Like it was like three different things for from Jerome Powell speaking to contracts coming to an end or expiring. Like it was probably one of the toughest weeks that I've seen in a while. And April has been almost untradeable lately, it seems like. I don't know what it is with April the last 2 years. Maybe we'll go in a little heavier on this next one. And we'll just use a hard stop loss. Oh yeah, definitely. I like Lucid a lot better. I've been so close to. No, did we just get, man? Dude, I done missed every single gold trade this evening, guys. Every single one. I just need to stop looking at gold. Gold just irritate me that I missed every single one. So we should already made our $150 on gold tonight and moved on to tomorrow. Nah, gold's banging right now, guys. So one trade, two trades, three trades. So three banger setups already tonight that we did not get. You still miss him. That's pretty good. Maybe next month, Dose, we can get that $2,000 payout by the end of the month. So we're copy trading our funded, so hopefully that'll continue to hold up here. Yeah, we have a free Discord. Let me. Uh, Give me a minute. My wife says romance is better than vacation. Woo! Oh goodness. I mean, this is a really nice looking bull flag. I just don't know if it's going to work out. I missed all the gold trades, guys. All of them. Every single one of them. Hopefully, tomorrow will do much better. I'm hoping that we can pass our eval with Lucive, and that way we can just start fresh tomorrow, the next day. Hmm. To Arizona to blame others shows management potential. Oh goodness, that's pretty good. I got to look for the TikTok thing because sometimes TikTok will close down, guys. I think if we lose 70 guys, we get a nice sell off here. I couldn't work today because of eye issue. I couldn't see myself working here anymore. So true. What's up? I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't long unless we were back above the previous day high. So I'm definitely short bias unless we get back above that previous day high. Mm. Mm. Is there anybody else in a position right now? Is everybody just kind of sitting on the sidelines? I know. I'm kind of hoping we get the flush too. I don't think we really get the flush unless we get back below the 70s because we're still just kind of making lower highs here. I mean, none of these wicks have broke the previous low. So until that happens, you almost have to be long bias. You long oil. So that's the reason why I haven't really looked for shorts yet, just because we haven't broke any of these previous wicks. See, is that a MSS and a that I don't know yet, just because we haven't been making lows. Um, Man, that previous day high, I don't know what it is about trading around the previous day high. It is so tough sometimes. Mm. Yeah, if you don't got a lot of money to spend on accounts, man, that's what I have to do. That's why I trade my grows, because it gets expensive buying accounts. I try to make it where I can go a whole month without buying an account sometimes if I can. That's why a lot of times you'll see me just trading micros. What's up, Red? I did blow one funded last month. That was my elusive funded. That was probably the last funded that we've blown. We did blow a couple evals last month on Bulanox though. So we blew a couple evals and a couple, not a couple, but that one funded. But we haven't blown anything in the month of April. So we've been super cautious this month. It's a circle of. Oh yeah, it definitely took me a while to get to that, especially the risk management part of trading. It seemed like it took me forever to get to, you know, to do the risk management. It broke your soul. Oh goodness. I just really, I mean, I've been consistent for a while. The 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 hard part was for me was also getting comfortable trading fundeds. So leading up to probably October, November, I used to struggle trading fundeds quite a bit. Like I would get too nervous trading them all the time because I was just worried about blowing them up. And so, but I'm finally past that. Now it's kind of like I just give myself a strict stop loss and whatever happens, happens. And I only usually try to take just that one trade on my Beulah Noxes. Mm-hmm. So we're still kind of hovering around that previous day high here. Oil is going up. Mm. I don't ever watch oil, Sarah. Is that something that you trade every night's oil? Woo, you took you took what's up, fish lips? You took 70 trades on your take profit trader. That's pretty wild. Man, how was your trading day today, fish lips? Whatever's happened, just go long. Woo, is this the top of the hour? What time is it? No. Is this a trend line breakout? I don't know. Like I said, you still have to be kind of long biased just because you never did break the previous low. I know. I was thinking that we would get a sell off too. Honestly, fish lips. I thought once we got below that previous day high, that I thought we would be selling off between the previous day high and that 50% mid and back below the previous day close. I thought that we were going to uh, be done. Uh, yep, fish is back. I don't think I saw fish lips today. Were you? Were you out working today, Fish Lips? I don't know. The ES just went straight up this morning. Okay, so you have to go to the office all day this week. Let's see what time it is. All right, we got a minute left for a new 5 minute candle. The mic is low. I got it turned up almost all the way. I think it's because I turn my head away from the mic and I don't talk right into the top of it. With this mic here, you have to talk directly in the top of it. By Elgato mic. I thought Methodical Man said those wasn't any better. Woo. New 5 minute candle. I just don't know if that's going to be a trap candle. I almost just trying to be patient and wait to see if we lose that 70 level. I think that's the safest way to go. If you can't lose that 70s, you would need to break this previous wick here because we have yet to make a new low on a leg yet. So I'm just going to stay patient and wait so I don't get trapped in any trades here. Lest we get trapped in a gold trade. Is anybody trading oil? I know I always hear multiple people talking about oil, but I don't know if anybody's trading gold, oil. So you only trade the PAs at night, but only if the market has dumped a lot and looks choppy today. Mm. Though Solo, I never do funded accounts in the evening time. I'd probably get myself in trouble if I tried trading the fundeds. I don't know, Bobby. It's just kind of what we get some nights in the Asia markets. Man, gold's creating another ledge here, guys. You're selling? Are you shorting, King? 550 on deck. What's up, Micro Man? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, this is a nice little wedge for anybody that likes to trade kind of trend lines here. So creating another wedge here on gold, but I don't know. I was looking for a gold trade maybe on this eval instead of the Lucif account. Oh yeah, I was gonna draw out your wedge for you. For anybody that wants to. Ooh, I broke out the bottom here. I wasn't even paying attention over here. Nice. All right. All right. Like I said, if we lose that 70, we're definitely short bias. We're just kind of waiting to see if we're going to make a new low here. This could be like a little fake breakout. Yeah, see, I didn't really understand why they closed your account like that, Fish Lips. Yeah, to waste 10 days of your life, man, trading this crap. That's a lot of hard work. Sounds good, game it. Streaming helps me be a little patient. See, we've yet to break this wick yet, guys. Until we break this, was that a fake out? That could have been a fake out for a push higher. You know, sometimes we get those fake out wedge pushes, then for us to break out higher. So that might be a fake. That's where I'm at right now, Fish Lips. Pretty much elusive in Bulanox and My Funded Futures. I think if you haven't bought an account for this month, you can. They're either 40 or 50% off on theirs, Fish Lips. But you know, with them, you got to pay more up front. Um, Almost formed a gap here. Woo! You were hedging. Yeah, my line in the short here is below the 70 level, guys. So this thing could just be on a free for all below 70, at least to the 50s. Oh my goodness. Moving slow. I know, man. I wanted to dump my selfish lips. All we can do is just sit here and be patient and wait, guys. That's the only thing about trading the Asian market. You got to be super patient. I know Fish Lips. I hope we can finally get the payouts together on Bulanox. So we got two accounts that are less than $100 apart, or about less than $100 apart from back to getting another $2,000 in payout on our Buleys. One we're back at 52,750, and the other's at 862. So about the same amount to get those to pay out. I started copy trading those today. So we copy traded all three of them this morning, just looking for one trade a day. It was a lot easier, so I knew I was taking a risk of, getting, what do you want to call it, taking red on all of them, but I think I'm going to continue that, and that way I only got to look for that one good trade in the morning instead of looking for multiple trades. It's coming. Oil wants to go up there and bounce off the gap fill in. Apparently oil's propping us up. We need oil to go up so the NQ can go down. I did. I took a trade just a minute ago on oil, gold. I fumbled the gold trade. Yeah, I fumbled the gold trades tonight, guys. Really bad. So there was a gold entry there. Another gold entry's popping right here. This gold trade pop here. That was my three trades. And like I said, we messed all of them up tonight. So is there anybody in a longer short now? There's your 5-point gold win. Yep, gold was 5 for 5 is what Methodical was saying. I'm kind of sad because I wanted to take that on my. I'm not really sure right now, Super. The NQ has basically been holding up. We've been kind of stuck in this range, just wedge for a while now. Like I said, it's hard for me to get short the fact that we did not break this 70. See, we're still just making higher lows, so it's really hard to buy the shorts. So we need to break the 70 level for what I consider shorts. Look at the gold trade banging again, guys. 5 points. Dude, gold has banged every single trade tonight. What the crap, man. I fumbled gold so bad tonight. See, I'll show you all your entries. Entry there. Entry there. Entry there. Let's see. This would have been another entry here. I think that would have been your first one. So at least 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 that I can count. I think there was a fifth one there somewhere. And all the ledges won tonight. Yeah, we do gold on the side, Papa. At least we've been attempting it. I did a horrible job tonight with it. We're just doing gold for like 5 points. Are you talking about the gold trades, Michael? Every place that I have a mark out, that would have been your gold bounce. And that's all the ledges down to the bottom there. So ledge, and all your swings. So every single swing won tonight. 5 minutes. So basically all you're doing is looking for 5 points, 1 micro, $50. So like I said, one there, 5 points. Create another ledge, 1 there, 5 points. Push up, create another ledge. You can see this thing just wig down into it. I mean, you didn't hit no drawdown on this one. Quick 5 points. Then your other ledge was sitting right here. You did have to get, a couple points of drawdown on this one. So okay, 60 billion in minerals. Uh, Sorry, I was looking for. I left a stream up. I was trying to turn it off. There it is. Yeah, it's crazy the win percentage rate on that solo. Like I said, I still struggle with trusting it sometimes. I've been rewatching the show From. Anybody been watching that show? The first couple seasons I seems was good, and then I feel like they kind of got a lost vibe going on with them. Uh, From. No, it's on MGM. Yes, in the morning, Google. We use the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 15 minutes. No, it's not about trading. It's a TV show. It's it's like it's got 3 seasons. I've already seen the 3 seasons, so I was just kind of rewatching it. Then they're releasing the fourth season later this month. So in the morning, let me look at this huge sell off. So these little boxes represents higher time frames, and so I use the higher time frames in the morning. So each one of these box represents a hourly candle, and these two on the end are your 4 hour candles, and then you would look at the top of this one to be your 4 hour high, 4 hour low. I mean, it should have been almost obvious, which I didn't pay attention this morning, that this 15-minute candle ran that 4 hour low. And most of the time, if you run that 4 hour low, it goes straight up most of the time in the morning. I didn't know if this was going to be a 5 minute breakout here to the downside. Let's see where gold's at. I mean, gold created another ledge at 89, but I don't know if we want to. Didn't quite get tagged in yet. Keep. Mm, yes, they are. I know. I was wondering if this would be the 5 minute breakout to the downside here. New 4 hour candle incoming. What do we got? 8 minutes. Well, I know. I kind of like this 3 candle pullback on the 5 minutes. Gold just tagged in another entry. Hmm. Was that already? Sorry, guys. I was watching the gold charts. Wasn't sure if we wanted to drop it or not. We're about to be approaching that top of the hour, so I don't know how much well I like this. Yeah, I know it's probably going to spike in 5 minutes. Man, I would have to get all the way back up to 93 here to be a win. Ooh. I'm still looking for shorts, guys. I still feel like we're coming down because we're still making lower highs. So higher, another leg, another leg. The only thing that sucks is we haven't made a low. So that's what's making it so hard not to want to get the short here because we have not broke the previous lows. If I could think we could get to the 75, I wouldn't mind shorting. Let's see. Fish lips, are you in a short? I didn't know if you were still looking for that 50 target or not. 575. Yeah, I thought about shorting the 80 to the 75. We're on every morning during the New York session, Google. All right. We'll jump in there with you, fish lips. We'll see if let's it'll probably do the opposite since both of us are short. Oh, I'm just trying to jump in for the top of the hour here, so that's why we jumped in. I was hoping this new hourly 4 hour candle would have gave us a push here. So we got a new 4 hour candle, a new hourly candle. No, usually we're always live in the New York session at 9 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me, guys. Did that? I don't know. I don't think that next gold trade paid. So kind of close to 9 o'clock here. So, but we are live almost every night in the Asia market too. What's up, hot take? Come on, Junior. Give me the 75. So if I get the 75, I can still have a 10-point stop loss and be a break even trade. Though we got like within a couple ticks of that first target. It was so close. I think it hit like 75, 75. Let's see. Or no, why didn't that take me out? I mean, that thing had to like that thing hit there right at it. It must have like hit like point 60 or some crap. That should have taken me out, at least for those first two contracts. That's the kind of crap that used to happen to me on Quantower for some reason when I used to trade on Quantower, attempted to trade on Quantower. Dirty, dirty, dirty. I don't want to find myself in a lot of drawdown on this, guys. So if I push up past the 85, we'll just close it and re-enter because I'm not going to sit through drawdown on this trade. Or maybe even 10 points. I may even give it 10 points, but I don't really want to give it more than that. I hate that we didn't hit that first target. I mean, it wicked right into it, and I think it must have hit 75 or something because it didn't take me out of the two contracts we had sitting there at the 75 level. And I hated that we just created this big old doji candle here because this means that we could get a big push up here. I think we are up. Let's see how much. Let's see. We have $32 in profit left before we're back to break even. They're stop loss hunting. Most definitely. I was really hoping we would get the 75 area. I mean, I wish I'd have just got shorter a little bit sooner because a lot of times we hit that 75, then we have to have that pullback a little bit more. But hell, we've already hit that 75 so many times tonight. If we lose the full 10 points, we'll just be stopped out for break even for the night. No, that's looking so bullish. There's the previous day high there, guys. sort of bot. Our last level of defense here, guys. The previous day high. Wait for the retest. Scam. Oh goodness. We're only down 45 bucks. So like I said, if we hold it through the 92, that'll be 60 bucks on the loss. We'll basically be back at break even. No. There it goes. Son of a bee. I know. I saw methodical. We choked gold up tonight, man. We did a horrible job with gold tonight. Horrible, horrible with gold tonight. All right, about to have a new 5 minute candle. I mean, this is looking. I don't know. I'm hoping it's just running stops. We're about to get stopped out here. All right, so that's gonna put us $15 in the red at the moment. That was so dirty. But we're not over leveraged, so it's not like it's super painful when you take little losses. So oh my goodness. Fish lips, what are you just holding one micro? Is that what you're doing? Just holding your one micro? Guys, we'll probably just hang out for maybe 15 more minutes because we'll be back on at 8 o'clock in the morning. John Carter's not around. Oh man. What's up, Chris? How are you doing? So far, guys, been a very choppy night tonight. We're doing good. We pretty much lost our profit on that last trade. We were up about what $80 or so, so we lost our profit on that last trade. Oh, it's all good though. It wasn't a lot. It was only like 60 or 70 bucks. We're about to have a new 5 minute candle here, so we're just kind of waiting and see what happens with this new 5 minute candles. I was hoping that we would have kind of the breakout by now, but we just have not. Yeah, but fish lips probably only in one micro man. About to have a new 5 minute candle. Have I ever gone up with 120 micros? No. That sounds. That's what 12 minis. Yeah, I've never traded an account with 12 minis. Craziness. Oh my goodness. First thing had that heartbeat. Oh, dude. 12, 120 minis? That's insane. Or micros. You're going to try my funny futures? Yeah, I think you can pick up one of their accounts for, depending on what side you're trading, I think like 49 if it's your first time using them. One micro man. We've been attempting gold tonight, but I kind of messed up all the gold trade. Well, I didn't take them basically. It didn't mess them up. I just didn't take them. So, but there's no activation fee. So if you're able to pass it in 1 month, you only be in for 50 bucks. Kind of similar to what the elusive counts were. You can get one for 60 bucks and you have to pay that activation fee. Why is Top Step getting sued? Oh, was it the fake out for us to move down? We're on MNQ, Chris. Oh. That's just another YouTuber. Uh Patrick is. Uh all right. This will probably be the last trade here. See if we'll keep a very, very short leash on top of this. So if it breaks back above 90, we will close this. Hmm. Oh, the VWAP is here. Man, I don't even have the VWAP on my charts. If we get this winner, we'll be back in the green a little bit or close to it because we lost. We were up like 70, $80 until we lost on that last trade. We lost our profit on that last trade. Dude, are we going to get one ticked again? Dude, this would be back to back trades if we get one ticked again. It's like, come on. What is this? Oh, it took out one contract. Didn't it? Let's see. I think that's all it did. It just took out one. Dirty, dirty, dirty. Dude, the Nasdaq's been so dirty lately, guys. So many dirty trades today with the Nasdaq. This is what I imagine when I watch Wolf of Wall Street. uh, dirty whores everywhere. Oh goodness, the nasty girls just doing us dirty. How do we go back to back trades where it just goes down there and just touch my entry, then just like nope. I know, man. We need to dump off. Whew. What's up, Nick? How are you doing tonight? Guys, we have yet to make a low on this previous leg yet. So really, it's hard to really be considered short bias until we break below the 70s. So we're still just making higher lows. We've yet to break this 5 minute big trend line that we have built up. So whenever we do break here, we should get a really nice move to the downside. Nick, has it been weird not trading the last couple days? Yeah, we were short once we broke back below that previous day high at 88. That way we could take a cheap trade. If it's like I said, my line in the sand is the 90 level here, guys. So if it comes back up here and breaks the 90, we will probably close our trade. I mean, this is pretty much all we've been doing all night, man. Just go down 10, 15 points, pull back 10 point. I mean, it has been hard price action tonight. No, come on. What was the pullback on that leg here? So if we're going to continue higher, what was the pullback on that leg? So like I said, the line in the sand is going to be the 90 level here. So if we break back above 90, we'll just close this trade. Because I'd rather just re-enter than hold it. Yeah, it would have been a 60, 60 something percent pullback there. Well deserved break. I don't know. Like I said, as long as 90 holds, we'll stay in this trade. But as soon as we lose the 90, we'll close the trade. Uh, close. Uh, All right. So just pretty much back to break even, guys, tonight. So ooh. Now that I'm not in it, Fish Lips, you may get the sell off. All right, guys. Like I said, thank you guys for watching tonight. We were up about $100 until we took that one loss from earlier. So very, very choppy price action tonight. So be careful if you're going to trade the rest of the night, so you don't mess up your accounts. Or if you are trading this time of the night, I only usually ever recommend trading evals because I don't do very good at trading fundeds during this time. Put it on the tab. Oh. No, we're pretty much back to break even. Let's see. It's pretty much a break even night time you add the fees. It was only negative $3. So then elusive, we took some gold trade. We had gold trade, so we lost $20 on that. That was that one that we went to break even too fast. So like I said, we didn't trade gold very well tonight. Should have been winners across the table there, but did not trade them correctly. Yeah, it should be good tomorrow. Hopefully, we can get that funded, man. We still need to make $350. Maybe I just need to trade it during the NASDAQ. So try to pass that, then do the funded straight to gold. I probably need to walk away before we jump back into this again. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching. And we will be back in the morning for the New York session for our funded trade. So since I'm not in this, you're probably going to get the push down. This is usually creating a nice little order block here too. So that's turning it to a nice setup. All right. Thank you guys. No, dude, what the crap? I'm not going to jump back in this no matter how far it goes down. So nice on the hold, Fish Lips. Oh, there she goes. Oh, I closed my trade on that one, Nick. I didn't want to hold it in case it did run back above the. To have your stop loss in the correct spot would be 97. That's where your stop loss would need to be at on that pullback. But I was just trying to stay break even. So I didn't want to re enter. I knew I was done. I'd rather just wait till tomorrow. So All right, guys. Thank you, guys.